I'm Brent Goff. It's good to have you with us. Witnesses described the scene as chaotic and frightening. 5 people have been injured in an axe attack in the German city of Dusseldorf. Now, the incident took place at the city's main train station. This mobile phone footage, filmed by a passerby, shows the scene seconds after the attack. Now, the witness says that the assailants got off a train and started attacking people on the platform at random. Police say 2 people have been arrested. No details about the suspect or the motive have been released at this time. None of the casualties, we understand, are in critical condition. All right, we want to go now to Florian Nusch, who is on the scene. Is that correct? Florian, are you outside the train station there in Dusseldorf? You're in Berlin. Okay, this is breaking news. So what do we know, Florian, about this axe attack?
Well, there is very little confirmed information as of right now. You mentioned that around 9 p.m. local time, that's about 2 hours ago, there was a man. His identity is unclear. The police does not say anything so far. Attacked people. We know of 5 people that were injured. You mentioned apparently none of them have been injured severely. The police has not released any official information, but we're hearing from sources close to the police that 2 people have been arrested, and the police is actually looking for even more people that might have been accomplices, that might have been related to this attack. But then again, this is pure speculation as of right now. What we do know is that heavily armed police forces have sealed off the central train station in Dusseldorf. All the trains are being diverted, which is quite remarkable because Dusseldorf is actually quite a central hub in the train network in Germany. So the central station is closed off. There are helicopters hovering over the station, and apparently the manhunt is still on the way.
News there on the story for us in Berlin. Thank you very much, Florian. Stand by. We want to go now to Henry Bishop. He's a journalist with the German broadcaster WDR. He joins us live in front of the Dusseldorf train station. Henry, can you hear me? Good evening.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, tell me, what is happening there where you are right now?
I actually just talked to the press officer of the police, and they gave me some new information. The new information is that it is only one man who was arrested. He was arrested after he tried to jump from a bridge, and he was hurt very severe because he tried to flee the police. And they don't really know something about another one who did anything. They just know that they saw another guy at the video surveillance, but they are not sure if it really was if maybe it was just another man who wanted to flee the situation. So they don't know, but the station is still closed because they are trying to find someone. And they are going through the halls and everything and trying to find someone. That might take, quite a long time from now until they are ready with that.
Henry, do you know anything about the people who were injured? I mean, we were told that as many as 5 people were injured. Can you confirm that?
Yes, that's true. 5 people are injured, 2 women, and 1 woman is injured quite heavily. With a head, she was hit at the head with this axe, and the other 4 are not that severely injured.
Okay, so we've got 1 woman severely injured, and then 4 other people who were slightly injured. You're in front of the train station, correct?
Yes, that's correct,
okay.
And I still see a lot of police, and still everything is blocked. Even the trains are blocked. They are still standing here. And many people around just watching, and always sometimes people coming out of the train station just because the trains that are stopped, that stop here, and the people are brought out of the trains and out of the train station securely.
Well, maybe if you could describe for us, Henry, what the train station would be like at this hour. I mean, it's 11 p.m. right now on a Thursday evening, and
Yeah.
there probably were not a lot of people at the train station anyway, right?
Yeah, there would be a lot of people and a lot of taxis and a lot of trains, of course, because Düsseldorf is quite a big city. So there would be a lot of people, but of course not so many people just in front of the train station like there are now. There are still, I think, hundreds of people watching, and many people that don't yet know what happened, and they're trying to get their trains, and they don't know how to get home, of course.
And you know that there was an incident last year in Germany where a man wielding an axe attacked people.
Yeah.
That happened on the other side of the country. And that image, of course, is still in the minds of a lot of people in Germany. Has that come up tonight? Have you heard, particularly the authorities that you've spoken with, have they made any reference to that, or have their reactions to this incident tonight, shown that they have been aware of what's happened before?
Yes, of course, everybody who hears about this incident thinks about the other things that happened the last month in Germany, of course, and in other cities in Europe. But we still don't know if it has anything to do with a terrorist attack or something like that. The police doesn't say anything about it. It could be something completely different, so we just have to wait. But, of course, people think about that. And, yeah, that's what the people fear, that it could be an attack.
And Henry, we have covered a lot of similar attacks like this in the United States, for example. And a lot of our viewers watching this at this hour may be in North America. They, some would even say they're used to seeing this a lot on television news. This is not something that happens a lot here in Germany. Is that sense, though, of it being a rare event, is that being eroded by what we have seen happen in the last year in Germany?
No, I don't think that. What I must say that I don't see any panic around the people here, and I don't see any fear. So I think people are thinking about it. Could have been a terrorist attack or something like that. But even the people who came out of the train station who were fixed there, I talked to some people. I don't think that they really were in panic or really severe fear. So I think it's quite calm for this kind of incident. But of course, there is a lot of police. I see more than 24 of police cars here around the train station. But no panic, I must say.
Okay, Henry, let's go through this one more time in case we've got people who are joining us right now. We do have a breaking news situation in Germany, in the West German city of Dusseldorf, at the main train station. An axe attack has taken place. Henry Bischoff is a journalist with the German broadcaster WDR. He's on the line with us. And Henry, if you could tell us again what authorities have told you in terms of the number of people injured and the suspects.
Okay, well, what we know is that 5 people were injured. One severe was a woman, and 4 not that severe. So only one person is still in hospital. And what we know that we have one suspect who was caught by the police. He was caught by he was trying to flee the police. He jumped out of he jumped from a bridge and was. Actually, he was injured very severe as well. He is in hospital too. So I don't know if the police can already talk to him, and that's the reason why maybe the police don't tell anything about this man.
Yeah, and the motive of this attack is still unknown. Did authorities did they say anything about possible motives when you spoke with them?
No idea what motive it could be. If it was a terrorist attack or something like that, actually nobody used this word before. But of course, the people who came out of the train station, of course, everybody thinks about that. But the police didn't even use the word terrorist attack or something like that. I don't know if the police knows more than we do, but now I must say I really don't know more about the motive or the origin of the suspect.
Okay. Henry Bischoff with the German broadcaster WDR, bringing us up to date on this breaking news situation there at the Dusseldorf train station. Henry, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Now I'm joined on the line by an eyewitness of tonight's incident, Martin Sebastian Abel in Dusseldorf. Martin, good evening. Can you hear me? This is Brent Goff in Berlin.
Yes, I can hear you, Ben.
Hi. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us. Can you just tell us what you saw tonight?
I'm very lucky. I didn't see any blood. I didn't see an attacker or something like this. I was on my way home. As always, I took the tram. It goes by Dusseldorf main station. And one tram station before Dusseldorf main station, the tram stopped. Everybody they said everybody go out. We have an emergency on Dusseldorf main station. We can't go any further. And I saw a lot of ambulances and also firefighter units, and I thought maybe there was an accident with a train or a fire alarm or something like this. And then all of a sudden, there were a few police cars high speeding, and they're heading in the direction of the main station. So as I saw the many police units, I grabbed my bag and I walked the other way. And I took a car sharing to get home and take a picture, posted it on Twitter, and asking if somebody knows what's going on. And a colleague of mine saw my tweet, and so I picked him up and brought him to the next big main station in the city near Düsseldorf, so he can make his way home.
And what went through your mind when you were, sitting in the tram and you saw what was going on outside?
Yeah, first, I thought there's some kind of emergency, of course, because was very crowded. Was many emergency units, many ambulances, many firefighters, and stuff like this. And then all of a sudden, a couple of police cars, and you see police cars every day, but they took really. Like 60 miles an hour or so, they went by, and I knew, okay, there's something big going on, and maybe I'm not going in this direction anymore. I go the other way. Mm-hmm. I went the other way.
The correspondent that we spoke with earlier said that the station was actually rather busy this evening. I mean, can you confirm that? I mean, did you see a lot of people who were on the tram? And a lot of people watching this would probably think that, close to midnight, we're approaching that now, that maybe the trains would not have been full of people.
Yes, that's right. It's still rush hour. You can say till 9 o'clock, there are many people coming to Düsseldorf. They come there to switch trains, to make a transition there. And it's always very crowded. Also, if you want to go to the inner city and also our old city, many people and also tourists, they're coming or they're going over main station to get there. Mm-hmm. So it was very crowded, and I, for myself, was on my way from work, and so were many people.
Yeah, it's probably important, too, we let our viewers know that Dusseldorf is part of what basically is this conglomerate of urban areas in Germany, Dortmund, Essen, Cologne, and it's the most densely populated area in all of Germany, and where you would have the highest amount of people using public transportation and the trains, and even in the evenings, as you said. Talk to us a little bit about the fear that we've been hearing about tonight from people who take the train when they think about what happened last year and that knife attack that took place on the other side of the country where, there were some serious injuries.
I got to say, I don't think, for myself, it wasn't present what happened with the knife attacks in the train. I think it was Bavaria. We had a big festival or festival kind activity called Carnival. We are famous for. Also, the Cologne area is famous for. There were millions of people, and we were a little bit edgy and a little bit worried if there if there, maybe some attacks, and there were a lot more police units than the years before, but everything went fine. So I don't think it was on people's mind.
Okay.
But to see actually a crowded main station, and everybody goes out, and police is arriving, and everything is unclear. Of course, people are they are anxious, and they are full of fear, of course.
Yeah, of course. We certainly understand that. Martin, Sebastian, if you would stay on the line with us, we just want to update our viewers. If you were just joining us, we have breaking news here. Witnesses describing the scene as chaotic and frightening. 5 people have been injured in an axe attack in the German city of Dusseldorf. Now, the incident took place at the city's main train station. This mobile phone footage that you're seeing right now was filmed by someone just walking by, and it shows the scene seconds after the attack. The witness says that the assailant got off a train and just started attacking people on the platform at random. Police say that they have made 1 arrest. No details about the suspect or the motive have been released by authorities. We understand from the correspondent we just spoke with that one of the injuries, a woman, is severe. The others are not severe. One person has been arrested, and our correspondent that we talked with earlier said there may have been a possible second suspect who tried to get away, and police are still investigating that. Let me go back now to an eyewitness that we've been speaking with, Martin Sebastian Abel in Dusseldorf. Martin, Sebastian, if you would, we've got people who are just joining us right now. Tell us again what you saw this evening when this incident began.
Again, I was lucky. I haven't seen any blood. I haven't seen an attacker or people with weapons or things like this. I think I was lucky because I was late, and all I saw was I was on a tram actually on my way home, and the tram stopped a station before main station, and they said there's an emergency going on. We can't go any further. Please get out here. Mm-hmm. And I went by foot, and I saw all the firefighters and a lot of ambulances. And then all of a sudden, there were a couple of police cars and heading to Düsseldorf main station, and they were really high speeding. So, I guess there's something big going on, and I grabbed my stuff and go in the other direction. I took a car sharing. Mm-hmm. And then I went back because a colleague of mine was there at main station, and he couldn't make his way home, so I helped him out by picking him up and drove him to the next city.
And what did you hear? What went through your mind, Martin, Sebastian? But what did you hear from others when you saw what was going on? I mean, did people think that this may be some type of incident, some type of attack, or did people think that there may be some type of terror or terrorist at work here?
It is on everybody's mind, I guess, and the situation was very unclear. You saw a lot of emergency units arriving. You saw a lot of people getting out the main station. You hear the sirens, helicopters over the main station and over the area, and I saw on Twitter that there's maybe more than one attacker. I still don't know. I haven't heard any officials saying they think they got. They're sure that it was only one attacker, and you could see that there was an ongoing investigation, and maybe they were looking for another person or something like this.
Okay, Martin Sebastian Abel in Dusseldorf, who witnessed this chaos tonight surrounding this axe attack. Martin, Sebastian, we appreciate you taking the time to talk with us and telling us what you saw, and we're glad that you are safe. Martin Sebastian Abel in Dusseldorf. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Well, goodbye.
We want to go now to our correspondent, Florian Nusch. He is here in Berlin gathering information, trying to find as much as he can the details about what happened tonight. Florian, what have you been able to put together?
Well, I've actually just learned that a spokesperson of the federal police has officially told Deutsche Welle that 2 persons have been detained so far. He described the incident as a mock attack. So we don't really know if it was just a person who was mentally unstable or if it was really terrorism. So we have to be very careful to draw any premature conclusions from that. This is what I've found out in the meantime. Now, you've mentioned that axe attack in Würzburg that took place last summer in July of 2016. Now, that was the perpetrator in that case was a 17-year-old Afghan refugee who severely injured 5 people. None of them died, but they were all heavily injured. And when he was trying to get away from the scene, when he was fleeing, he was shot by the police. It wasn't possible to actually question the perpetrator afterwards. But IS, the so-called Islamic State, claimed that this perpetrator was actually sent by them and that it was done in the name of the Islamic State. So it is actually, it seems safe to assume that this attack in Würzburg, again, I'm not talking about Düsseldorf, the attack that is actually reminiscent of that one, that was a terrorist attack. But we still have to wait and find out what happened in Düsseldorf. And as we don't know anything about the identity or the motive of the perpetrator or maybe the perpetrators, we should be very careful.
That's very important to keep in mind here. There is obviously a high level of sensitivity in Germany, considering what happened last year, particularly with an axe being used inside a train. But again, as you were saying, Florian, there is no information right now about the suspect or suspects or the motive. Tell me again, Florian, what you said that you heard from authorities that have told Deutsche Welle, DW News, having this exclusive information right now. Is it 2 people who are in police custody?
Yes, that is what I heard, and what the federal spokesperson of the federal police actually told Deutsche Welle. So far, I can only say that sources close to the police, so it's not the police themselves, that they are still looking for possible accomplices. Now, they might have been related to this axe attack, but then again, they might have not. So I think in a case like that, especially in a crowded place like Düsseldorf Central Station, it is very difficult for the police to, once people start crying and running across and running away, and there's blood on the floor apparently, so it's really difficult to see straight and to actually separate possible perpetrators from just victims or just people that might want to get away very quickly and start running. So we don't really know if the manhunt is still going on, how many people, how many suspects possibly the police is still after.
Okay, Florian Nusch, stand by there. Let me just bring our viewers up to date. If you are joining us right now, we have a breaking news situation. Witnesses describing the scene outside the Dusseldorf train station as chaotic and frightening. 5 people have been injured in an axe attack in Dusseldorf at the city's main train station. Now, we are looking at pictures that we've just had fed into us, the main train station inside. You see a large contingent there of police and firefighters. We have also been looking at smartphone footage that was taken by an eyewitness who said that what he saw was an assailant get off a train and just start attacking people on the train platform at random. And again, police have said that they've made no arrest. Our correspondent Florian Nusch saying that he has been told, sources close to police, saying that 2 people are now in police custody. It is also possible that a search for possible accomplices is going on, and police are describing this as a mock attack, which implies that this could have been 1 person, 2 people, possibly mentally ill. We don't know, but the signs of this being something that was orchestrated from authorities at the moment are not very strong. Let's pull in Florian Nusch again. So, Florian, we want to emphasize that again, that authorities still can't talk about a possible motive. All we know is that they've got 2 people in their custody, correct?
Yes, that is what I know at this point, or what I have been told at this point. So I think one cannot overstress that it's still very early hours. This attack apparently took place about 2.5 hours ago, and the police have not released a full official statement as to what exactly happened. So we should be very careful to not draw premature conclusions. What I can tell you is that there has been a reaction from the Federal Chancellery Minister Peter Altmaier, who has tweeted, "Whatever happened at Düsseldorf's main station, our empathy and our thoughts are with the innocent injured." So people here in Berlin have been reacting to this incident, and I would assume that not just Peter Altmaier, the Chancellery Minister, hopes that this is not another terror attack here in Germany.
Okay, our correspondent Florian Nusch there bringing us up to speed. And again, witnesses describing the scene tonight in Dusseldorf as chaotic and frightening. 5 people have been injured in an axe attack in the German city of Dusseldorf. We understand from a correspondent on the scene, one of those injuries is severe. The incident took place at the city's main train station. Mobile phone footage filmed by a passerby shows the scene seconds after the attack, which you are seeing now. I'm Brent Goff. For all of us in Berlin, thanks for the company. We'll have more news at the top of the hour.